Heard that, don't they? Isn't that like a stereotype for bald people? Like
Yeah, because
punch
they don't
harder.
give a fuck. So all, I mean, the only way they can look good is by going to the gym. So,
It's up.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, carrots of all ages, it is your favorite, greatest commentator, Robbie Campanelli, back with another episode of Universe Mode, and we are here with the man that does everything behind the scenes, Mr. Spicy Oreo. How you doing today, buddy?
The ultimate almighty carrot.
Oh my God, he dropped the bombshell.
It's the almighty carrot. What's up, Caleb?
Caleb already here? Let's go.
The head of the carrot. The
The head of the
architect carrot.
doink.
Doink the carrot.
Doink the carrot. What's up, doinkers? Oh my gosh. He didn't forget.
How can you forget?
And here we go. Bobby Lashley just came off a big victory over Baron Corbin. That was a maggot in his ear. For like 2 months, Spice.
I'm not the only one that's insanely bored of Bianca Belair's title reign, am I? You just watched Backlash. What'd you think?
Did she fight?
Bianca? Yeah, Bianca faced Io Sky. I heard they had a really good match.
I skipped it. I didn't watch their match.
Bianca was getting like heavy booed. Like people were not behind Bianca Belair. They wanted Io Sky to win bad.
In Puerto Rico, too. I mean, I think in like every time they go somewhere out of country, no titles change. They kind of wanted to see a title change. And here we
I agree with you to an
go.
extent, Caleb, but the thing is, you don't want your beast to just lose normally
Yeah,
most of the time. You need them to lose in an out of nowhere fashion.
a lot of people were talking before the match, like, if Cody wins, the believability of WWE goes down. Which I disagree, because Seth Rollins freaking beat Brock Lesnar on multiple occasions.
Oh, it's Seth Rollins. They made him the Kingslayer.
And Cody Rhodes freaking whipped him with a fucking torn pec.
Well, right now he's not the Kingslayer. He's the Drip God, or whatever the hell he is right now.
The Visionary.
There you go.
And here we go, Shawn Michaels and Bobby Lashley here tonight to kick it off. Can Bobby Lashley be the one here tonight to end the impressive title reign of Shawn Michaels, who's looking for a date with Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble?
Until he faces Finn Balor on SmackDown.
His kryptonite.
Announced, Finn Balor will be opponent if Shawn Michaels wins.
Hell, make it for both. He has a rich history with Bobby Lashley.
In
Oh,
Universe
God.
Mode?
Yes.
They feuded in Universe Mode? When did that happen?
Before Finn Balor main event in WrestleMania.
I don't remember that.
Here we go. Shawn Michaels getting out. Taking down the leg of the Almighty. But gets back to his feet pretty fast.
I think it's one of those things, Caleb, where I don't think Brock 100% cared about losing the match. He was just inflicting as much pain as he could.
Our audios are bugging a little bit. But still it made... Yeah, why didn't he let go of the...
Like, I definitely understand what you're saying, but... You know... You gotta have those type of matches every now and then. You can't have every match be perfect. Eventually, it just starts not being fun. Like, if you have every match being great... I know it sounds weird, but it ended up being boring. There's no variety. Every match is just 30-minute matches. It's just, we've seen that so many times in universe mode in general.
And that was one of Brock Lesnar's longest matches and done more moves in his arsenal. Like, we didn't just see like 3 moves of doom Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, the Omos Seth match actually shocked me with how good it was. I thought it was just going to be a bad match.
The curve stomp from the freaking top, bro, on Omos. Phenomenal. Here we go, Shawn Michaels with some clubbing blows to Bobby Lashley. So Spice, it's been a little while since we streamed.
About 4 days, 4 or 5.
Yeah. What's your opinions right now on the Royal Rumble? Name me. We've talked a lot about the men's Rumble. Let's talk about the women's Rumble a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We've had multiple conversations about what we thought the men would do, but now let's go to the women. Who do you think will get the most eliminations in the women's Rumble?
Rhea freaking Ripley.
You think Ripley's going to be pissed after losing to Roxanne Perez? And do you think Roxanne Perez is probably going to be one of those eliminations?
She could. She could literally be champion, though, and not be in the Rumble. That's the thing. Liv, Bayley, and Roxanne are kind of in a revolving door right now.
Here we go, Shawn throwing Bobby into the ropes. Big power slam to the almighty.
So all I know is that match has to happen before the women's.
Lashley getting up to his feet, setting up Dominator to the Heartbreak Kid. Could he have just done it? 1, 2. What a legendary title reign Shawn Michaels has had with the Cross Brand title.
The only other one I remember being better is Cesaro.
As of right now, for sure. And Shawn Michaels is coming up on Cesaro. He's got to be.
Should we predict one winner from each brand for the women?
Yeah, we should. First, I'm going to say Raquel Rodriguez.
Interesting.
With 6 eliminations.
6.
Oh, Bobby caught a sweet chin.
No, you're
music.
fine, Caleb. You came in and you said that. I remember that. I remember you said you were You're good. It was enough that you popped in and said, "What's up, anyways?" Oh, finally. Nope, never mind. I thought it was finally done.
Thank God it wasn't. I was just getting some technical difficulties.
I think Autumn is going to shock a lot of people.
People are saying Bobby is not worthy to dethrone Shawn Michaels.
He's looking quite worthy right now. He's done.
Lock.
He's done.
Bobby Lashley!
He's done.
Did not just decimate a dominant cross-brand champion like that. Okay, well, another name Edge has got to watch out for, Spice, and we haven't seen Bobby Lashley in the world title picture in a long time. But right now, Bobby Lashley's the new cross-brand champion.
Here is your winner, and
The reign is finally over.
SmackDown champion,
What do you think will be next for Shawn Michaels in his last run here in WWE? Carlito's return, absolutely fire, and he looks like he can come back and immediately be a top mid-carder.
Yeah, I'm hearing it was a one-off thing, just like that one time with the Rumble. I literally got so excited, I hit my head on the roof of the car.
I don't see why. He's in such good shape, and he's so ready to... Like, I can see him come back and do something.
He could help push over.
Him versus Bad Bunny at another Puerto Rico event.
They could have him push over Austin Theory even freaking more. Can I just say, I know Austin Theory is annoying and all that, His character is a little annoying. But that dude is phenomenal. Like, I don't know how someone can literally hate
The following contest is
Austin
scheduled
Theory,
for
like, as a wrestler.
introducing first from
And
Perry,
another person that you just cannot hate Spice. Leroy
Why? He's breaking
Jenkins.
people's arms. He took out, should have been me.
He took out Dolph Ziggler. That man has been out for months. And we will just have to wait and see what Leroy Jenkins' plan here is tonight. Him and
I
Matt
missed the
Sydal in
finish,
tag
Caleb,
action
but I did
again.
watch a lot of the match. And the fact he even competed with guys like Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley in the same match is incredible.
It did not in the way of Austin Theory needed to win that match, and there was no other way of believability when he's facing Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley.
How did he win?
Lashley speared Reed and got thrown out of the ring.
Speaking of people who know how it feels to get a match stolen from them,
It was the exact same way, but God damn my mic. It happened the exact same way as what happened to this guy. Just instead of a
Reed should have won. I think he will win soon. I just think they want to have Theory be a good champion. So far, he has been.
instead of a shooting star press, it was a freaking spear.
I think Bronson Reed could be a really good champion.
I'm telling you, WWE is taking notes from us. It's no longer a conspiracy.
and accompanied by the Celtic Warriors.
This is a normal tag match, isn't it?
Of 458 pounds, Butch and Ridge Holland, the Brawling Brutes.
This is a former WWE champion managing a tag team.
Two-time world champion
NXT
Sheamus.
should be ashamed of themselves.
It is the tag team of Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland, though.
You have two former champions in this ring? I mean, Pete Dunne was never a world champion, but he was a good U.S. champion.
He was a Cesaro away from being world champion.
That's crazy. He literally took the title off of Cesaro. That historic reign ended because of Pete Dunne.
Sheamus came out of that match victorious.
And then didn't look back.
Crazy how that came around. Pete Dunne knew what he was doing all along.
There you go.
Sheamus pinned Pete Dunne. That's actually crazy.
It is. That is wild. I think about it.
Matt Sydal dragging Pete Dunne
There you
over
go,
the
King.
corner.
If you ever want to split them up, there's your
About to
storyline.
get the arm slayer into the ring.
Hear me? I said, there you go, King. If you ever want to split them up, there's your storyline.
Yep. Oh, what a kick by Sydal. Quickly getting back into the ring. Another springboard. Misses that kick, though. And it's going to cost him going to the ropes. Oh, God. Spice's mic. I don't know if it's both of us or what.
It's 'cause
Pete
my
Dunne
internet
go
was
for a
on my
pin.
phone.
2.
That's why. Now it's better, right?
Yes. And here we go. Pete Dunne shattering the hand into a Kimura lock. Is that it for Matt Sydal? Shades of Brock Lesnar. Both of them break out of the Hurricane Rana by Sydal. And Pete Dunne gets to his feet. Oh, look at... What a German suplex! Caught Pete Dunne. Mid-air. Doing the Brock Lesnar in Puerto Rico. We've already seen a Kimura lock and a caught German suplex. All we need to see now is Matt Sydal hit a F5 and we've seen everything. What is going on?
What do you mean? Oh, Pete
Pete
Dunne is
Dunne.
floating.
Oh!
Huh? That's a 2K for you.
I mean, Matt Seidel is just one of those people that defy gravity, but we
10
didn't
hours.
think actually defies gravity.
I know it's nowhere close to 10, but I remember Clash at the Castle took 3, and I thought that was wild. Anything taking 10 hours is crazy. Just setting some up for 10 hours is wild.
$10 of freaking wrestling? Gosh. Whew.
That 3-hour show for freaking.
I love wrestling, but 10 hours?
Clash at the Castle almost killed me. It was only 3. Dude, the Royal Rumble is going to be so long.
I know. Projected probably 4 or 5 hours.
It's going to have to be like an earlier in the day show.
And here we go, Pete Dunne. Scooting his way over to Ridge Holland. He gets himself into the ring now. Going right after Leroy Jenkins, but misses. We got Ridge O'Neal over here. Here we go. Gut wrench. Powerbomb. Now we got Ridge Swagger. And Leroy tags in Matt Seidel, who will be by himself for a little while. Leroy escaping the ring, and here we go. More technical difficulties.
Shut up. I'll show you technical difficulties.
And this stream is brought to you by
Your mom.
The Last Rep.
The what?
One of my friend's companies. Now, Spice, when you're benching,
Shut up.
have you ever felt
Shut
like
up.
your arm's about to snap?
Shut up. Not until we're sponsored by someone. Don't you even start doing sponsors and ads and stuff yet. We ain't sponsored by no
Heck,
one yet.
easiest sponsorship.
Just gets one from his friend.
1, 2. We want 5% equity. We want 5% profits. And here we go, Matt Seidel. Working on Pete Dunne. Matt Seidel gets dropped by Ridge Holland. And is dragging himself across the ring over to Leroy. Pete Dunne still getting to his feet. Leroy's in the match now. These two do not like each other whatsoever.
I don't think Leroy
what a
likes
running
anybody.
elbow. The Arm Slayer versus the Finger Slayer.
The Arm Slayer.
Uh-oh. Leroy going to the top. Ridge Holland throwing a shot at Leroy. Dropping him right into Pete Dunne. But then Leroy sends Dunne in the corner. Chop. What a chop that was. But then a nice counter by Pete. Counter by Leroy. What's he looking for? Uh-oh. Pete Dunne catches onto his feet. Uh-oh, double underhook. What a counter by Leroy. Back and forth action right now. Once again. Now Pete Dunne on top. Pause. Okay. Alright. Should not have said that sentence, and then that man's trying to rip off the fingers of Leroy.
Rhea Ripley said that she's always on top.
Oh! Oh my god!
Buddy Murphy
Ridge
was probably somewhere
Holland
confirming or denying that fact.
just chucked Leroy. Did you see that?
I did not see it.
You
Too
need to
busy
see that.
making jokes.
Whoa! Clubbing the back of the neck of Leroy. But then Leroy sending Ridge into the ropes. What a move right there! Has Ridge's legs down and he kicks out of it. And uh-oh, another one of those dropping Ridge on his neck again. And Leroy tags inside L. And here we go, Ridge Holland. Snake Eyes to Matt
Did he
Sydal.
punch him as he did a Snake Eyes?
1.
That was sick. I gotta pull my YouTube
I
to
guess
read
he
the rest
did.
of that comment. Beating head shrinkers. 10-hour tournament is crazy, Caleb. I would have died.
And here we go, Matt Sydal drops Pete Dunne. 1, 2. Not enough to put away Pete
It
Dunne.
looked like he did. It looked like he literally punched him as he did the Snake Eyes.
Go back like 30 seconds to 45. And look at Pete Dunne drop Sydal. 2. No.
And you'd have missed Max and missed him.
Yes, sir. And Pete Dunne tagging in Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland stalking airborne Matt Sydal. Uh-oh, what a knee shot. Stuns Ridge Holland. Leroy's tagged in. Oh, it goes right for Pete Dunne. Dunne stuns Leroy, but then drops Holland again on his neck for the 3rd time. And here we go. Leroy drops Ridge, stomping the arm of Ridge Holland. The arm slayer strikes again, but then Ridge Holland turns Sydal around, drops Sydal instantaneously. Oh my God, what the hell did I just say?
He couldn't even tell you.
Instantaneously. And here we go, Sydal elbows to Ridge Holland. Small package driver. Oh, and Ridge Holland getting up to his feet again. No. GTX to Ridge Holland.
Let me see. I just seen that comment pop up. I gotta go look at it.
Knee to the chest. Scissor kick. Ridge Holland gets the tag to Pete Dunne.
Yeah. Like I said, we just had one like that too. Clash at the Castle. I think we started like 12 something, like maybe a late 11. Ended at like mid 3 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy. Was not expecting that show to be that long.
By Dunne.
Hey, but those ones are the best ones. I ain't even gonna lie.
Selena Del Sol to Leroy Jenkins. Oh my God.
At least you know the show's good, right?
What did he say? He said he watched Clash at the Castle.
No, he was talking about his 10-hour show he had.
Oh yeah. Oh, Leroy getting dropped on the outside. Look at Ridge Holland just beating down Matt Sydal. Leroy
Nice,
dropping
Yep.
Dunne to the outside. But then the distraction with the brass knuckles. Only a 1 count. Ridge Holland was trying to steal one away from Leroy. Regular suplex. My brain is fried. Overhead belly to Leroy. But Matt Sydal right there to stop the count. And goes right after Pete Dunne. What the distraction's gonna send him out of the ring. And here we go, Leroy and Ridge continuing to go at it. Working on the arm of Ridge Holland. Five count right now, and Ridge Sends Leroy back in. Drops Seidel.
6 count by the ref.
Sends Seidel into the ring. And then the distraction! Will Ridge Holland tap out? Ankle lock locked in and Ridge gets out of it. Keeps the match going. And Leroy Jenkins counters. German suplex to Ridge Holland. Will this be it? 1! Only a 1 count. And Leroy tags in Seidel. Seidel dropping Ridge with a right. Oh, Ridge counter Seidel. Sending Seidel right into Leroy. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. And Seidel stays alive. Has been NXT since day 1. Gets dropped. 1. And now Dunn and Leroy going at it again. Leroy sends out Dunn. Ref's taking forever. 1. Oh my god. Hurricane Rana by Seidel. Knee to the arm of Holland. Kick to the back. And Leroy back into the ring. Ridge Holland has no Dunn at the second. Now they're alive again. Leroy having to watch Seidel get dropped by Holland.
Okay, so I kind of stopped paying attention.
And look at Holland.
Legal.
Watching Leroy drop Dunn.
Who are the 2 legal competitors right now?
I think it's Leroy and Holland, unless if it's Seidel and Holland. Leroy showboating to the crowd right now. Sends Holland back into the ring. Ref counting 2. Ducks Holland, throwing combo shots. Belly to Holland. And what's Leroy looking for? A tag to Seidel. What could Seidel be looking for? And that kick's gonna connect. Holland's lights are out cold. And Seidel shooting star before Dunn could get there. 1, 2. And Dunn breaks it up at 2. And look at Seidel. Drops Dunn. And what could Seidel be looking for? Brings Leroy into the ring. Oh no. Holland got nowhere there. And now he's getting his arm worked on again. Leroy going to the middle rope. Telling Holland to get to his feet. And Holland counters. Drops Leroy. Headbutt to Leroy. And Leroy gets Pete Dunne again. He's
really
excited
fun
for
matchup.
Dunne to be here. It is a very good matchup. Oh, wait a minute. Working on the arm again of Dunne. And what could Leroy be dragging Dunne in the middle for? Dunne getting to his feet. Look at Leroy again. Working on the arm again. And Leroy decides to make a tag with Seidel again. And look at Seidel. Air
Nice
Turner
reversal from Pete
countered.
Dunne.
The Wind Turner countered. And look at Seidel get dropped again by Holland. 1, 2. Seidel kicks out at 2. And Holland continuing to work on Seidel, trying to get ready to put him away, but he tags in Dunn. And Dunn setting up for the bitter. Never mind. Seidel Hurricane Rana.
Not the bitter end yet.
Not yet. Was looking for something there. And look at Leroy. Planning. Done. And that could be it. 1, 2. Holland keeps the match alive. Sends out Seidel. Leroy drops Holland. Dunn trying to make it to his feet. Combo shots. Backbreaker to Dunn. Dragging Dunn into the middle of the ring. Dunn kicks up. Uppercut. What's Leroy looking for? Crossface. Will Dunn tap out? He does. Leroy makes Dunn tap out. What was I about to say there? What a match out of these two. This match went on forever, Spice.
Yeah, tag matches in this game do. For some reason they go on forever. Caleb likes the result.
And here we go.
I think NXT's finally starting to get themselves an over tag team. Honestly,
A few of them.
JR says thoughts on Backlash. I loved it.
What
I
up,
think
JR? Welcome to the stream.
Damian Priest and Bad Bunny had one of the coolest moments of the year. That match was great. The end of that match was great. It was an all-around good show, though.
Brock and Cody. I feel like is going to get another match.
Finally got to see Brock Lesnar look good in a match. Felt weird.
What were your
That it
thoughts,
was.
JR?
Priest and Bunny were fire. I just love everything that's going on with the LWO and the Judgment Day right now.
You do?
I do. It's been fantastic. It's been so entertaining, honestly. Yep,
The following contest
I agree with that. He's definitely going to.
his way to the ring from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 340 pounds. Keith
If I disappear for a few weeks, wait until Cody comes in, starts winning some matches, and be like, nope. I feel like they can't have it happen immediately. I feel like it'd take away from it a little bit. Have like him attack him in the first match. I don't think that's the way to go. Let Cody win some matches, let him get further on, and then take him out.
All right, Spice. Keith Lee, the Limitless. Yeah, the Limitless one. I'm trying to think of another name.
Does
The
he have
300-pound cruiserweight
San Diego, California, weighing in at
versus the 175-pound cruiserweight.
Rey Mysterio.
Alright, matchup underway. Spice, Keith Lee, Rey Mysterio. First time ever competing with one another.
And this is kind of a scary match for Rey, if this was last year. But this year, Keith Lee has not been good.
He's a little bit more out of shape. Doesn't do as many high-flying moves. People definitely want to see Keith Lee get back to his old self, because when
they really should.
When he really was limitless, Keith Lee was unstoppable. One of the better NXT Hardcore champions we've ever seen.
I feel like USA fans are kind of boring sometimes, like way too boring. Especially after yesterday's that crowd yesterday was crazy. I wish there were American fans like that. Like, I couldn't believe how crazy the crowd was, because I think Bad Bunny's entrance was one of the best entrances I've ever seen. And it was because of the fans. Wild. Four count by the ref.
Alright, 5 count right now, 6. Keith Lee so far looking pretty solid against Rey Mysterio, who's picked up a few wins as of late. Oh, what a clubbing shot.
Those fans were nuts. I would do anything to be in a crowd like that. They went crazy for Rollins' in his theme song. The Bad Bunny theme song went crazy. Cody Rhodes' Whoa was probably one of the loudest ones I've heard, if not the loudest. It's definitely top 3. They did really good with that pay-per-view.
I just let Breezy know his show's live. Alright. Keith Lee getting dropped by Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, one of the biggest little men in WWE history. I mean, who is a better luchador than Rey Mysterio? Potentially the greatest luchador of all time.
Off the top of my head, nobody. I'm glad you didn't say who I thought you were going to say.
Sin Cara or
El Maggot.
El Mago. One of the best independent.
I still can't believe you pushed that guy in universe mode.
Not as much as I did in the one we did. Off camera.
It's just wild.
Cole Quinn took that spot.
But Cole Quinn was good, though. El Mago was not entertaining.
You
Quinn
really thought
actually
beginning
caught
Cole
my
Quinn was
attention.
good?
The what?
You thought beginning Cole Quinn was good?
Yeah, he was a lot more... His character looked stupid, but... Bro was a lot more entertaining than El Mago was.
Look at Keith Lee. Pop-up powerbomb to Rey. And as we say, Keith Lee cannot high fly.
You've never gotten that hype for Rey.
God dang. Yeah. Squashing Rey Mysterio.
I would do anything to be a part of a Puerto Rico crowd after yesterday.
And that should be it.
I've heard a lot of people say it. Their crowds were nuts, dude. But yesterday...
No!
Yesterday was wild.
How is Rey Mysterio still alive?
Like, I keep going back and watching Bad Bunny's entrance every now and then just because of how wild
looking for one more.
The crowd was.
Rey trying to steal one on the big guy. Only a 1 count. You got to remember, Keith Lee is extremely flexible for his weight. And here we go, belly to belly on Rey Mysterio. I've forgotten the hype for Rey. Really? 2, 3.
Well,
And that will be it for the Luchador Rey Mysterio.
the thing is with Rey, it's kind of understandable though because they kind of make her. I said make her. Sometimes they make his stuff like a little too crazy. Like, didn't he beat like 2 or 3 big guys in one match at the same? Like, it's like you want to love Rey, but then there's sometimes they put him in instances where it's like, what? I still like Rey. I think Rey is the GOAT, but they're one of the GOATs.
He couldn't beat The Undertaker.
Hardly anyone has. It's not an easy task for anybody.
JR, is this your first stream?
He might have been here like earlier on. I think I remember. But it's been a while.
I agree with you, but it is wrestling, and people, I guess, do want to see that at the same rate. I definitely see where you're coming from, though, JR.
I mean, they could. I guess people wouldn't like him that much if he like cheated to win. Now, I feel like if Rey cheated a little bit more to win those matches, it would make more sense.
Has Rey Mysterio ever been a heel?
I don't know. With that mask he was wearing at WrestleMania, should have been. This thing was scary looking.
And here we go, Spice. Trish Stratus versus Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix coming out with the NXT Universal Champion.
From Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth.
The longest tenured world champ. The longest tenured. Help me, my mic is awful. The longest
That's understandable,
tenured
though.
world
That's
champion,
understandable.
rated our Superstar Edge.
Because Punk was super over at that point. It's like... And that's another thing with Rey. I feel like sometimes they have him win against people that are, like, about to be over. And it's like, bro, why?
Bro, I was so, like that. What you're describing, JR, that was like right when I came into WWE. That was the first thing I ever saw was that tournament. It was either that or the 41-man battle royal. I think because both of those were right there, and what was I gonna say? I was so mad John Cena took the title from Rey Mysterio. It took 1 year before I liked John Cena. Before I really looked at the old John. Yes.
Great. That was like me with Punk though. When Punk was like first.
I loved Punk.
And I hated CM Punk until he became until Call to Personality came out. I remember
do agree that his first gimmick, his Fireburns gimmick, was not that good.
I didn't really like him.
That song's better.
But when he got rid of Jeff Hardy, I had a very deep hatred for CM Punk. Very deep.
Which is annoying, or I shouldn't say annoying, which is, you kind of can't do that. Well, you also probably didn't think about storylines back then.
A little bit, but it was just the fact that they had him do it. It's one of those things like, really? I don't want to like you.
I don't want to like you.
They had you get rid of my favorite wrestler. Why would I like you? Jeff Hardy's always been one of my favorites. At one point, he was my number 1.
It's crazy because my favorite wrestler is Zack Ryder.
I think now it's got to be Seth or Roman.
Now it's Seth Rollins.
They're both so good. I don't know why Roman Reigns gets so much hate.
And Cody's getting right there.
Like, I understand Roman Reigns' title reign has gone on forever, but at least it's stayed consistently good. There has not been one point in this run where I've been bored. I have not been bored yet.
That is very true.
All of his build-ups are good. All the stories are good. The matches are always good. Now, do 99% of them end in the same way? Yeah, but...
But it's not like it's predictable.
Sometimes
Even
it's
though
not.
it does end the same way. I don't think it's ever predictable.
Like, WrestleMania, I knew someone was going to get involved somewhere. And when Solo came out, I knew he was going to do something. Then he got ejected, and it threw me off. I really thought that Roman was going to, like, win or lose fairly. Then the ref got knocked down, the Usos came out, then KO and Sami came out.
Beth Phoenix stealing one from Trish Stratus
What
here
is this?
tonight.
What is this NXT commissioner? What are you teaching your people, bro?
His whole women's division has taken this tactic.
It's either that or use him to just excel a younger talent. You could use a guy like Grayson Waller if you love him that much. A guy like Cameron Grimes if you love him that much. Like, the next big guy for WWE, have him be the one to take out Roman Reigns. It doesn't need to be someone in the company now. It doesn't need to be a Seth Rollins. It doesn't need to be Cody Rhodes, Edge. It could be the next guy they want to push. And that dude doesn't have to go on a crazy reign like Reigns did. He could just have a good one. Now, if we're talking about long title reigns right now, one that I don't like, Bianca Belair.
Here we go, Spice. Speaking of the NXT Universal Champion, the longest reigning active champion in WWE.
I like Bianca Belair a lot, but her title reign is so boring. Like,
Edge.
Bianca Belair's matches for me are the matches I go use the bathroom during. Like, she's just not entertaining. Her matches get no build up. Like, you almost 99
Her build,
or 100%.
her match's build up is her whipping the other women all the way through the storyline until the freaking match, and then she just does it again with her hair.
Like, I remember when she faced Alexa Bliss at the Rumble. Alexa dominated her the entire match. She hit like one KOD and won.
And then we haven't seen Alexa since.
One KOD and she won.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric.
Like I said, I like Bianca Belair, but this title reign that she has right now needs to end. It's not doing any
good.
good.
Do we think Bray's getting released again?
Probably. I heard he said he's ready to come back. Like, I remember Bianca's first title reign. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was fun. She had good matches, good stories. This one is just so boring. I wanted Io
Here
Sky
we
to
go.
win so bad.
Immediately, Cedric drops Edge. This man put his name
Not
on the
yet,
map a few
JR.
weeks ago.
But we're thinking about it. We're thinking about it. We're just kind of thinking about how we're going to do it. If we do it. We want to,
We
though.
are planning on it being a sub-series. Eventually.
Might even be not just. It might even just be a normal series, honestly. Got to get the views and the subs up, you know. That's how you got to do it. You got to bring out all the stops. MRC.
Here we go.
You got to stream the
Look
stuff
at
that people want to
Cedric
see.
Immediately having great moves against the Rated R superstar. This man is so young, so talented,
The only
and
thing
has
is with
really
my
looked
GM,
well on NXT.
I
And
think-
look at Edge.
right now we're figuring out whether we're going to do streams or whether I'm going to try and do episodes with it. Because I'm still trying to learn to edit and stuff, so it's like, That's kind of why we're still streaming a lot. When I learn to edit, they're probably just going to turn into episodes more like. I might just premiere them so I can still communicate in the chat and stuff. But other than that, I think that's really all it is. We're just figuring out whether we want to stream GM mode or try and do videos.
Spice.
But for now, it would be a stream thing because I gotta get a new
Crazy
laptop.
statistic. There has not been a Royal Rumble winner that has won at either WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Crazy. That might end this year. And no, we're not. We're in a same party and a share play.
Here we go. You just freaking dropped our drawers, bro.
I did what?
You dropped our drawers, and you ever got that saying?
No.
Dropped our pants.
He asked if we're in the same room. I told him no. I was just answering the question.
Oh, okay.
Gotta pay attention to the chat, idiot.
Here we go. Cedric with another big shot to Edge. Was looking potentially for a lumbar check, but gets countered.
It is tough. We try. Sometimes, I remember when 2K22 came out, we would stream and do like chill streams and stuff. We would do them after like big time premium live events. That's what they're called now. And then sometimes we would do them before and after shows. It helped for a while, and then it just didn't.
It helps when we have momentum going. And here we go, Cedric 2. Nearly putting away the Rated R superstar. Edge gets back up to his feet though. Drops Cedric with the STO. But then misses an elbow drop. Cedric gets back to his feet. What a clothesline. Kicks up again. This man has defeated Seth Rollins. Gotten a big opportunity for the NXT Hardcore title. Just think if he can. Small package driver to the Rated R superstar. 1, 2. No!
Yeah, honestly, the reason we started this is because we just wanted to do it in kind of a documenting way. And my channel was there to do it, so. Well, it wasn't on my channel first. But the other person's game crashed. And it just picked up steam. It was one of those things where we didn't anticipate it to be anything. And it just kind of caught steam.
And now we have some regulars that love to talk wrestling.
Like, I think when we started all of this, I was only at like 60 something, maybe in that range.
It'd be awesome to get like 20 to 30 concurrent viewers, bro, for these streams.
Yeah,
and look at Cedric and Edge going back and forth for a 7 count. For sure. Cedric gets back in at 8. Ducks away from that. What a knee! To Edge. Dropping him. Stunning him. And now Edge trying to get back to his feet. Ducks away from Cedric into a spear. Night. Cedric. 2. No. No.
I think there's a few things that go into that.
Worthy.
One of them's like with Gore and Perkins. They're funny, you know, like they do funny stuff. Like they're that little mix of serious and funny. And sometimes there's not a lot going for the WWE community, gaming-wise. So when people find someone, they kind of latch to that person and try to find people like them. Like me with Brendan Plays, like I'm still trying to find someone that's like him. Because he doesn't do Universal anymore, which sucks. It's just, it feels like this is a community where you find a certain person, it's kind of hard to branch off on other people. Because you get used to a certain way someone's doing something, and it's like, you want to stick to that.
Step up into Guri that chops off the head of Edge. And now has a heel hook in. trying to make Edge tap out. And then a nice shot to the head on Cedric. And uh-oh.
And sometimes it's kind of hard to do something different because like there's so many different things that people are doing. Like you got your
Chop
serious
into a
ones, you got your
Hurricanrana.
funny ones, you got the people in the middle.
And here we go.
This man's mic is going through it.
One more! Small package driver to Edge! 1, 2, 3!
What the heck?
Cedric Alexander just beat Edge! He's now beaten Seth Rollins, and he's now
Oh,
beaten
jeez, hey, stop that.
Edge.
I guess now we know who the real best world champion is.
Kevin Owens.
Here is your winner,
Right.
Cedric Alexander, can't believe it. Right before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
That is a big
Could be
win.
getting a matchup of his lifetime down the road.
Believe it or not, Cedric wins a lot of these matches, man. I don't know why. He wins a lot of these matches, but he doesn't do anything with the momentum.
That is very true. But then also,
I forgot we
probably
have two of
the
these, don't we?
greatest cruiserweight champion.
I gotta restart the share play. Why does this man always have to have 8 matches on every card? Why?
Cedric over Edge. Cedric beat Seth Rollins in their first matchup, and then they had an NXT Hardcore title match, and Seth Rollins, after a hard-fought match,
I think our kind of
dropped
different
Cedric
thing is,
with a middle rope curb stomp.
I think the only thing that we do that's kind of different is that we try not to play any of the matches as much as possible. That might change, but because I know
But
a
yeah,
lot of
we-
people
we-
control their matches, like Gordon Perkins play. A lot of people play their matches, trying to play it out how they want it.
the following is a six-man.
We usually tend to let the matches play out and adjust on the fly.
Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, weighing in
And
But-
just remember, JR, this is only like limited time while we're still growing. You can make your own character and add it to our universe mode.
Yep. That's the only reason we've thought about. We're thinking about starting, but we don't know yet. It's one
Yeah,
of those things
that-
where it's like a toss-up.
That is the con, but the pro of that as well kind of kept us towards doing CPU matches, because we get to react to the matches and we don't know what's going on, so it makes our commentating even more authentic because we don't know the result. Neither does the fans. We don't get to book the finish, we just get to book the matches. So it kind of adds some authentic appeal.
Yeah, it does kind of suck, because there's certain times in Universe Mode where I'm like, I wish this would have happened, and it didn't. It's like,
And then you have Hell in a Cell, or sorry, you have Clash of the Castle, Hell in a Cell match, Robbie versus Randy Orton, and we're like,
yes.
maybe we want to stay this way.
I do. I do, at least. I go through after every month, and if someone's doing good, depending how good they do, I bump them up a few. Usually the most points I'll give someone is maybe 3, maybe 2.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that person has to do a lot to get like super exponential growth. If they're just having like a good month or two, it'll be like overall or two, but if they're like 6 months, 8 months building up to the top, then they'll exponentially grow from the bottom to the
Yeah. We
to
try
a
not to
pretty
get
good
too crazy
overall.
with the overalls, but when people earn them, they earn them.
And here we go. Former United States champion, the only one ever to dethrone Angelo Dawkins
Like
by
that guy.
throwing him out of the ring over his head. Not even able to hold on to a rope in a battle royal. Big E showed off some incredible strength. Was at one point fighting for match of the year when he faced Gunther at the start of the year.
And that has been since completely destroyed thanks to Clash at the Castle.
And then Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston just now starting to burst onto the scene. Think of what this could be for the New Day if they pick up a victory over the Bloodline, who's looking to probably go after the tag championships after Roman Reigns.
How dare you say that name?
The Bloodline?
They're practically dead at this point. They're barely hanging on by a thread.
Roman Reigns turned on them, joined the Shield, is tag team champions with Dean Ambrose. The booty line.
The what?
The Bloodline versus the booty line. Oh
I
my
don't
God.
watch AEW that much, but I think he does.
I keep up with AEW here and there.
Just the few times I've watched it, I'm not gonna say it's been boring, but it's felt sometimes like a slower WWE. You know, like the wrestling feels sometimes a little bit slower. I could have just gotten like bad matches, but that's just been my experience with it.
You just don't watch Bryan Danielson's 60-minute matches, bro. His matches beat a lot of WWE's matches.
I still can't believe he left, man. He got almost everything he wanted in WWE.
They even offered him like a lucrative ass deal to stay.
He wanted put in a freaking... I know it's probably the storyline based.
He pretty much wanted to dethrone Roman Reigns.
They really could have had Edge pin Daniel Bryan. It would have been a perfect way to have Roman lose and still be good. Like, you
But
don't
instead
bury
they got
Roman
stacked.
Reigns by that. Like, that's not... Like... There's just so much things where I've looked at WWE and I've just wanted to punch him in the throat. Mainly stuff
You know
with Cesaro.
You know what's kind of crazy? Roman Reigns is the CM Punk of 2008. Taking out a fan favorite for good. And here we go. Jimmy Uso stuck in a 2-on-1 right now. And right now the New Day cleaning house on the Bloodline. Xavier Woods. Oh my God! Kofi!
Plus, I'm not a huge fan of like I know Moxley's really bad with it. I'm not a big fan of like bleeding every single match. It's like I said it earlier, it's like one of those things where you can't have a good match every match. Because eventually it kind of gets boring. Like, it's like there's no variety. It's just the same 30-minute matches back to back. It's like, yeah, they're good. It's just like, you got to have a bad match to freshen it up a little bit, you know?
I still don't know who's next for Roman Reigns.
I know Mox bleeds a lot. I've heard that he bleeds so much. Because people are like, Mox can't come back to the WWE because he knows he won't be able to bleed every match.
I wonder who Roman's gonna face in Saudi Arabia. I literally have no clue.
The thing is, JR, with that, it's got to be the right crowd, which I feel like that's like that with almost any sport out there or entertainment thing. You got to have a good crowd sometimes, because if you have like a dead crowd at like a baseball game or a football game or a WWE show, it's just not the same.
I do agree. And here we
Like,
go, Xavier Woods.
I'm trying to think
Neck
of one of the
breaker
most
to the
dead
Rock.
crowds I've ever seen in WWE. I can't really pinpoint one, but imagine that compared to being in a Puerto Rico crowd from yesterday. The atmosphere is so much different. The enjoyment level is going to be so much different, both of those.
The Rock is just getting 2-on-1 assaulted by Kofi and Xavier while Big E's taking on the Usos by himself.
There you go. Yeah. I seen that one on Instagram. That's the one I was thinking of. That's when Ricochet and them got brought up, right?
That is true. How does Moxley still have blood left? Look at Big E showing his strength, and then The Rock was thinking about going after Xavier on the outside. Decides not to take flight. He's actually going to do it this time. To Big E!
Gotta be.
The Rock
Trouble in Paradise.
put his body on the line, and Kofi in the middle of the ring. 2! And Jey Uso kicks out at 2! And
Now,
Kofi
one company
Kingston,
that I've been looking at a
boom
lot of
drop.
highlights lately and it actually looks like it's getting better is Impact. I remember Impact was like bad forever.
freaking kicked Steve Macklin back to Impact. Oh! Oh! What a counter to the Trouble in Paradise!
Honestly. So what do they know about bleeding? Yeah.
What a super kick to Kofi. Xavier just took out Jimmy, but then Jimmy takes out Xavier, counters Big E, throws combo shots at E. DDT to Kofi. But then look at Xavier. What a backbreaker to Jey Uso. And look at Xavier. Was looking for a small package driver, countered by Jimmy. Big E, knee into the skull of The Rock. And Jimmy Uso now going after Big E. Rolling him over. Super kick D! Counters Xavier Woods, slap to the face. Sends him to the ropes. Samoan drop! Big E gets to his feet again. What a clothesline to Jimmy. Xavier was looking for a flying knee. Jimmy drops him. Xavier kicks back up to his feet. Look at the New Day. Just manhandling the Bloodline. And here we go. Drops Jey Uso again. Oh my God. Jimmy Uso's in a lot of trouble. And here comes back the Bloodline to assist Jimmy. It's a 2-on-3 though. Look at the New Day! Dropping The Rock. Jimmy Uso going to keep the match alive. The Bloodline are trying to do something. What a Samoan drop! Uh-oh, sending Xavier back. Side Russian leg sweep. And Big E falling to the outside. Oh, Jimmy! These teams are killing each other on the outside. So true. Big E and Jimmy Uso going at it now. Big E sends Jimmy right into the steps. Rock drops Big E. Sends Big E back into the ring. And goes after Xavier Woods. Kofi and Xavier throwing combos at The Rock. But Rock countering. Big E and Jimmy in the ring. With no one else nearby, now The Rock getting in to help Jimmy Uso. Oh no. Black Widow locked in. Will The Rock tap out to Big E?
Black Widow, that's an abdominal stretch.
That's what AJ Lee called it.
No, AJ Lee does the one that my guy does.
It's the same thing.
Not really. You got the abdominal stretch and then the Black Widow.
Kofi countering The Rock. Jimmy on the top rope.
They look completely different.
Misses Kofi. Kofi sends The Rock to the outside. What a neck breaker to Jimmy. And DDT by Jimmy Uso on the outside. I meant to say Jay. Knee to Jey Uso. And here we go. What's Jay looking for? Picking up Xavier Woods. DDT to Xavier. Big E being put to sleep on the outside. Double drop kick to Xavier Woods. Kofi missing the Trouble in Paradise. Sending Xavier into the ropes. Jimmy Uso. Uso splash gets countered by Kofi. Trouble in Paradise. Xavier went to the top rope. Gets dropped by The Rock. The Rock trying to throw combos, gets countered. What a slap. Big E breaks up the count at 1. And here we go. Jey Uso looking to put the match away. And then The Rock gets dropped with a big ending. But the match continues. Suplex to Big E. Jimmy drops Kofi. Kofi trying to make it to his feet. Gets dropped by Jimmy Uso. Look at Xavier Woods. Small package driver to Jay. And then Jimmy with the frog splash. Keeps the match alive. Xavier Woods planning Jimmy. Or sorry, that's Jay, and look at Xavier. Was trying to put the final dagger, but Kofi was in the way. This match is not going to end. For sure. 100% agree, JR. Look at The Rock. Dropping Xavier on the ropes. And Xavier leaves the ring. Look at Big E throwing Jimmy. And Big E takes out The Rock. And in the middle of the ring, drops The Rock with a big ending. 1, 2, no! Way just kicked out. And one more big ending to The Rock. 1, 2, 3. And Xavier Woods saving the match. And winning it for the New Day. Big E.
Here are your winners. Xavier Woods.
Pinning The Rock here tonight.
Kingston.
And oh no, Spice.
Nope.
This man said no.
Denied.
And here we go, Spice. The man that dethroned Robbie Campanelli's Intercontinental title reign at Clash at the Castle. And then relinquished the title to go to NXT. The Viper, Randy Orton.
Said I didn't need to take the IC title with me. I'll just take Seth's title instead. Maybe even Edge's.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Matt Riddle from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds.
And then Ashton picks up the Intercontinental title the next night.
Pinning Austin Theory.
Adrenaline.
Copyright.
And here we go. Randy Orton's opponent here tonight. The man that is running through the NXT roster
They are.
ever since his debut.
Tag matches are so bad in this game, dude. So bad. Sometimes they're legitimately just good, and sometimes they're just like, what is happening?
The hottest superstar in WWE.
Scarlet Bordeaux. What?
In the way you're thinking, yes. Carry on. Cross.
Nah, this man, I'm telling you, they need to keep him away from the world title scene, because if he wins another world title, he's not dropping that thing for a long time. I've said it 100 times now. Stand by it.
Randy Orton has a big test here tonight. He already had a massive one at Clash of the Castle.
Let's roll. Orton, Cross.
And Spice, a little backstory to this matchup. Carry On Cross has been seeing Randy Orton working for versus all.
That is indeed true. He has been literally destroying that whole entire team.
Except him and Robbie went to war at Clash at the Castle.
The PS5 collections.
I'll be right back, Spice. And here we go, Spice. The commentator has returned. Randy Orton working on the leg right now of Karrion Kross. I have a really bad mic charger right now. It's pissing me off. Let me readjust my chair real quick. 1 second. And here we go. Can you hear me? There we go. All fixed. Randy Orton continuing to work on Karrion Kross after the commercial break. Karrion Kross fighting
Dude,
back
he's still
now.
doing the commercial break stuff.
What a
Wow.
running knee by Karrion Kross, now dropping Randy with a powerbomb. We have seen the team reform of RK Bro as of late, Spice. Matt Riddle has been around Randy Orton anywhere he goes here in NXT.
I mean, after what Cody Rhodes did to him, don't blame him.
Until Randy Orton does what Cody Rhodes did.
Does
here
Riddle
we go.
honestly trust Randy that much? He's the Viper for a reason. He's a snake.
He definitely is, but
The second he gets a chance to leave
hitting
him
his
for anything
vintage
special, he's
DDT.
gonna do it. Do it, go
Oh,
he
no.
is, do it.
Randy dropping Karrion Kross. Counter by Kross, though. Picking up Randy Orton. Kross dropping him with a suplex. And Kross just continuing to beat down Orton. Just think of what a win for either one of these two could do while Edge is still searching for an opponent at the Royal Rumble. Only a 2 count. Here we go, Kross dropping
Orton was
Randy.
looking for an RKO into a crossplex.
1, 2. Not enough to put away Randy Orton, though. And look at Randy counter. Karrion Kross. Kross trying to get to his feet. RKO countered. Same thing Robbie did at Clash of the Castle through the cage. And uh-oh. Randy's in trouble. Kross was looking to put Randy to sleep. And Randy puts Kross to sleep with an RKO. 2. No. 2 counts apiece. Fight forever. 6 count. And Randy sends Karrion Kross back into the ring at 7. Kross gets back to his feet. Spear to Randy Orton. And picks him up again. And this time gets the cross jacket locked in. But then Randy quickly gets out of it.
That's what you gotta do.
And here we go. Kross. No way he has the strength to pick up Randy like that. Big counter by Riddle. Clubbing shots by Randy Orton. And setting up one more RKO to Kross. 1, 2, 3.
Randy Orton is on a different level right now.
Very much so. Could he be the next in line for Edge's NXT Universal Championship?
He might,
What
and
a
if he
win
is,
for Randy.
I said it about Kross, but he better be scared. I think Edge's title reign is coming to an end very soon.
Very much could be. If not 6 weeks away, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And here we go, Spice. Next up, we have the main event for the World Tag Team Championships. The Shield have to defend their titles in a rematch against The Way. The greatest tag team of all time, The Way. Longest reigning World Tag Team Champions in history. Get a chance to get their titles back against The Shield.
Seth coming out with the belt instead of Roman? It's wild.
Him and Dean won them. Spice, what do you think is next for Roman Reigns after he broke the title curse?
Maybe do something that good solo-wise. I don't know how you said Isla Dawn is mid, bro. You're mid for saying that.
You're mid for saying that. And here we go. The man that has a 3-1 lead on Omos in the best of 7 series on Monday Night Raw. Austin Theory. Spice, can you believe it that Austin Theory has 3 wins in 4 matches against Omos, and that 1 loss was a count-out victory for Omos?
It's literally wild.
We're going to be going to match 5, and Austin Theory has yet to be pinned by Omos. And then you got Dexter Lumis and Gargano, who have been the best cohesive tag team in WWE. Has beaten tag teams like 4 vs. All, The New Day,
But has lost to
RK
4 vs.
Bro. They have. The Shield is the only team that The Way has yet to beat.
Have they beaten Legado yet?
If Legado is in the match for Survivor Series, if not, no.
They were, but they faced Imperium and
DX.
DX. Yeah.
And here we go. Matchup underway. And the Shield is just working the way off the bat. The Way is getting manhandled right now. Pile driver to Loomis! And Loomis trying to get back up to his feet, but Roman immediately not allowing anything to happen. Now Gargano and Seth Rollins going at it. Gargano sends Ambrose into the ropes. Or in the turnbuckle. And Ambrose fights back. Dropping him with a backbreaker. Now Gargano is stuck in a 2-on-1 situation. Theory drops Reigns. Gargano is all by himself. Loomis and Theory just going after Reigns. But they're in the middle of the ring with Gargano. And Loomis coming to the aid of Gargano. This is what makes them such a good tag team. And here we go. Gargano dropping Ambrose again. And look at Gargano! Taking out 1/3 of the Shield right there. And look at Theory. Fall away slam to Roman. Look at Loomis. Swanton bomb to Rollins. Could that be it? One. Only a 1 count. And Loomis going right after Roman, who boots Loomis. Kicks up. Look at Loomis. Gets nowhere with that springboard. Gargano gets back into the ring. And now everyone's back into the ring. Rollins drops Gargano. Theory drops Ambrose. Just think if The Way can become 3-time World Tag Team Champions. More than any other tag team in history. And here we go. Roman just drops Loomis. Only a 1 count though. Look at Rollins. Super kicking the living crap out of Theory. And here we go. What's Rollins looking for? Absolutely nothing. And now Loomis is all by himself for the second. And Gargano gets dropped again. Takes away Roman, but then Ambrose goes right after Theory. And now Loomis is all by himself. Theory takes out the ankle of Ambrose. But now is alone with 2/3 of the Shield. Austin Theory in a lot of trouble right now. Misses the boot to Roman. Lands on his feet. But then a neck breaker just takes out Theory again. Loomis sends in Rollins. Another pile driver to Theory. That should be it. 1, 2. Not enough to put away Theory. And uh-oh! Will Rollins tap out? Will Rollins tap out? Super kick to Roman. Super kick to Roman again. Look at Theory. Double underhook. Paradigm shift to Ambrose. 1, 2. No! And uh-oh. The Shield is crumbling. Will Roman tap to Gargano? No one there to help. And Reigns gets out of it on his own. And look at Rollins. Drops Loomis. Uh-oh. Gargano gets to his feet, throws a shot at the Tribal Chief. What a springboard too! Rollins was not able to put away Loomis. And then Theory down to Seth Rollins.
The ref was hurt. It's a Roman Reigns match. The ref got knocked out.
One and oh, not able to end the match. What's Loomis looking for? Sleeper hold Ambrose. And now what's Gargano looking for? Sending Rollins into the middle turnbuckle. What a main event this match has became. And uh-oh, Loomis taking out Ambrose. Roman sending Theory into the corner. Austin Theory gets countered by Roman. Gargano drops Rollins. What was Roman looking for? Big knee to Gargano. Gargano picked up a victory over Rollins last week to give the way another opportunity. And here we go. Uh-oh. DDT to Austin Theory. One. Gargano keeps the match alive for the way. Roman picks up Gargano. Drops him. But look at Austin Theory. Clothesline to Roman Reigns. Setting up for a down to the former Tribal Chief. 1, 2, no! Roman kicked out. And now Austin Theory drops Ambrose. Reigns drops Theory with a boot. These two teams really want the World Tag title here tonight. Superman punch ducks literally decapitates the midsection of Austin Theory. 2, no! No way! Reigns can't believe it. How is Theory staying alive? Small package driver on the outside. Big kick to the back of Loomis. What?
Roman just does like a half man to McClaw.
What did we just witness? Who just tapped out to it? Gargano
Theory.
or Loomis?
I think it was Theory, was it not?
It was Theory.
Here are your winners.
I can't believe it. How did the way tap out to that?
The way is
Shield
losing it.
reigns supreme.
Pun intended.
And we'll have to see what happens next. When we go to SmackDown 9 days away from the Royal Rumble. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that sub button. And we'll see you all for SmackDown.